All right. Okay, well, I just got off a call with my mastermind group, and I've been kind of thinking about this for the last few days. I feel kind of bad. By the way, my phone is not facing me, so I can't see any comments or anything. I'll have to read them afterward. But anyway, I was realizing this last week, and I've been a little bit down. I hesitate to use the word depressed because I don't think it really fits how I feel, and there are a lot of different kinds of depressed, and I'm not one of the ones where it's, some kind of medical issue, or where it's, where it really affects somebody's ability to function. I think depression is a little more serious than that, but I haven't been as chipper as I usually am. Let's just put it that way. And the reason is because as I've been thinking about who I want to be and why I'm doing what I'm doing and what I've been up to and what I've been trying to accomplish, I've realized that I have failed to deliver in some pretty important ways. And I feel like I really have failed. Now, I really hesitate to call myself a failure. I feel like a failure, and this is me listening to Zig Ziglar a lot. He says a failure is an event, not a person. And while that's true, I really feel like I need to make things work for the people who have trusted me to provide things for them. Just to go into a few examples here, the big one that I've been dealing with lately is Rails Clips. Rails Clips is a video series on Ruby on Rails that I was putting together. I actually did a Kickstarter for it last year. And I got about 16 videos out, I think, last year, and then I failed to make it an ongoing thing. And then, of course, after the Kickstarter backers' coupons ran out, they started getting charged in March, which was also something that I didn't intend, and so I refunded them and tried to make it okay, and committed to them to do a few more videos to make it complete, because the commitment in the Kickstarter was that I would do a series on APIs in Ruby on Rails. And I had done most of the series, but I hadn't completed it. I think there was plenty of good content there, and they probably got their money's worth, but that's beside the point because it's not what I committed to do. So I told them that I would have it done by the end of April, and I failed to do that as well. So now it is May 11th, and I am working to get that done. I'll be working on that this afternoon, but at the same time I feel like I have failed. At the same time, I was putting on an online conference called React Remote Conf, and I was doing that. It was supposed to start today. It was supposed to start a couple hours ago. And the problem is that I didn't get enough speakers to actually put it on. So, again, there's some fail there. A lot of people signed up for it, and then I wasn't able to deliver, so I'm offering refunds for that. And I feel like I'm at least making it right that way, because those people are then not out their money. I actually postponed it till October, so people can hang on to their tickets, and then in October I should have enough speakers. I'm working with several other people I know to make sure that we have that and can make it happen. But I've had to focus. I think I figured out how to make the remote conferences work, but it's unfortunate that some people didn't get what they wanted, what they expected, and what they were looking forward to. So, anyway, so that's another failure. I also told people that I was going to have my book. Of course, nobody's paid me for this yet, so as far as failures go, I mean, nobody's out any value in relation to this. Nobody's given me money for it, but I did tell people that I was going to have my book on getting a programming job for new programmers out by the sometime last month, and I didn't get that done either. And then the last thing was I was thinking back, and I realized that I have a client that paid me about $2,000 last January to do some work for him. Now, he's a friend of mine, and he hasn't pressed for this, but I realized that I never actually delivered for him. And that's kind of a big deal to me, because he paid me for specific value within a specific time frame, and I never got it back to him. And I feel like just giving him his money back at this point wouldn't be fair, because he's out any, profits and productivity that he would have gotten if I had actually finished it. And so I've just been realizing that I've got all of these different failures that I've perpetrated. And in some cases, people have given me money and not gotten the value that they wanted from it, which makes me feel guilty. But at the same time, part of me, and this is just part of my personality, thinks, well, how can I fix it? How can I make it right? And I really think, I don't know. I mean, for some people, I don't know that there's any way to completely make it better. But at the same time, I want to make an attempt to make it better. And so I am working on, I think I'm just going to make it my project. I've got all these other things going on, but I think I'm just going to make it my project this month to unfail. I didn't want to use the word unfailing, because what that means is that you don't fail in the first place. It's an adjective. But in this case, unfail, like the verb unfail. I think I'm going to put out Project Unfail, and that is going to be making all of this right for all these people. So, for the client, I'm just going to have to reach out to him and find out, what it would take to make it right. And that may be that I go in and actually do the work that I was supposed to have done, and probably give him some extra work, extra value to make it worth it. But that's kind of a one-on-one thing, and it depends a lot on him as to how that actually works out. For Rails clips, I think what I'm going to do, and I don't know if this unfails or not, because I did get actually a comment on the last update I posted to Kickstarter, where somebody basically pointed out, you've failed to deliver 3 or 4 times that you've given us deadlines. Of course, he pointed out that I had never released a video, which wasn't the case. However, he also pointed out that the information, if I get it out now, is not as timely for him, because he was dealing with this stuff last year at that time. So I worry a little bit that that's not going to completely unfail me, so to speak. And for the book, I mean, I think I just need to deliver. I have the email course that I was putting together to help promote the book, and that in and of itself, that's actually an unfulfilled commitment as well, because I haven't finished it, and I have people subscribed and waiting for the next email. And so that's something that I can deliver on. The book itself, though, is something that I don't feel as much unfail about or failure about, because nobody's actually paid for it, right? I mean, people want the book and they're disappointed that it's not out, but I haven't taken money from anybody for it yet. So we'll see how that all works out, but I do intend to release it this summer at the very latest. That being said, of course, I'm hesitant to make a commitment on that until I actually know when I can deliver it. And I've also been thinking about doing a Kickstarter on it, but I don't feel good about doing a Kickstarter for it until I get these other things out of the way, so that I feel like, okay, I have delivered on the commitments that I have made, and I can deliver on this commitment as well. So anyway, I don't know exactly why I recorded this or put it on Periscope, where people are probably watching and putting up hearts or anything, but it's just kind of a way for me to think out loud. I think I'm going to be doing more of these. I tried doing a series called Upgrading from Yesterday, and I don't know if this is going to be a continuation of that or not, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to feel about failing. Part of me wants to just forget it ever happened, but I just don't feel good about not meeting my commitments to people, especially when they've paid for work or paid for videos or whatever. So anyway, I know that people appreciate the authenticity, and I'm hoping that other people who have failed maybe can think about how they can make it right. And I'm also hoping that the people who I've let down realize that I am working to make it right as well. And this is kind of a public way of doing it, but anyway, it's just kind of the place I've been in these days, and I think I'm going to continue to share where I'm at. So when I have high points, it's high points, and low points when it's low points. So probably do one of these within the next few days, talking about some of the struggles I've had with getting the podcasts and the conferences out. But for now, if you're one of those people, you bought a ticket to React Remote Conf, you paid for Rails clips, anything like that, know that I sincerely apologize, and that I am working on it, and I do believe that I can at least deliver the value that I promised, even if it's late. And I'm hoping that I can actually over-deliver that value, so that at the very least you feel like you got what you expected. But yeah, it's kind of weird to set up my little confessional here, where you get to see me sitting in my office with my messy desk and everything. But anyway, that's what this is about for me. It's about being authentic and having the authentic conversation with you, the people out there on Periscope. So so if you have any feedback, go ahead and send me an email, chuck@devchat.tv. I'm probably going to post this somewhere on the internet, and then you can see things from there. But it's a little embarrassing to talk about, but that's kind of what I've been thinking about and where I've been lately. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and close it up, and hopefully we'll see some delivering and see this stuff cleared up here within the next few weeks. And I'll definitely keep you posted. I'll probably post it with hashtag Unfail, and that way if you want to follow along with this, you can. Thanks. How do I turn this off?